right, everybody. Hello and welcome to the Iconic Video Games Podcast. I am your host, Axel1324.
And I'm Doggy Dog 420.
And today we have a super duper special guest from the Xbox International Podcast, taking a break from being the flight controller, Sourblow. What's up, Sourblow?
Hello, how's it going? Excited to join you guys. I've seen your podcast here and there. Friday's a little bit hard for me sometimes to watch, but watching the intro, I'm kind of like I don't know. Kind of feel like left out because I saw a lot of cool costumes and stuff. That's pretty cool. Yeah, like
Yeah,
that Hulk Hogan by Doggy Dog, and then that spaceship, like the space astronaut
yeah.
by Axel. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we do a lot of costumes on this show every now and again. You know, Halloween is right around the corner, so we're probably going to costume it up again.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Absolutely. So yeah, so again, Sarah Blow joins us from the Xbox International Podcast on every Wednesday. What time is it exactly? Where do you want to advertise? What time zone?
7 p.m. Eastern time.
All right,
Eastern
so
Standard
yeah,
Time.
because I was about to say 6, but yeah, 7 p.m.
Close.
Eastern. Yeah, and you guys should check it out. I really like it. I like the way you guys do the whole airplane theme with the flight simulator and all that stuff. It's super duper cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. So how long have you been doing the Xbox International now?
I think sometimes it's hard to keep count, but I think we have about 2 years.
2 years, all right.
Yeah, 2 years. We got 138 episodes or something like that out. So
Ooh,
yeah.
actually, just right behind us. Yeah, it's only a few weeks behind us. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
3 years, yeah.
Almost 3 years. Yeah, because we're about to hit our 3-year mark here in October.
Okay. All
so
right.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's good. Be sure to tune into the anniversary show. We always do a little giveaway. You know, a little bit here, a little bit there, not a lot.
Yeah. We tried it every so often to.
Yeah.
It's nice to give back to the community.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah. It's always great to support those who support you.
Exactly.
But with that being said, let's check in with the iconic chat. Up first, we got Ty Drago. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Says first. Yeah.
First.
Absolutely. We got You're Wicked Hot. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Says, hey, what's up, guys? Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you as well. Thank you very much. We got a legendary Yobi in the house. Thank you so much for being here, Yobi. You are the real MVP. We appreciate you. Oh, that's right. I forgot to tell you. You're Wicked Hot. You are also the real MVP.
Yeah, what's up, guys?
And Time Drago, you are also the real MVP. We got a new face in the house. Retro Duke, thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says Game Pass finally got some new RPG games. Absolutely.
Oh man, did they? Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna get to it, guys. Have some patience with us. I knew for a fact we were gonna talk about the Xbox Tokyo Game Show broadcast this week. Doggy and I had been planning it all week long. But then, we got a surprise announcement on Monday for a state of play.
Yep.
On Monday, and I thought it was a pretty good state of play. I found games. I always think they're good when I see games I want to play. 100% of the games never have to attract me. It's never going to happen. Can't happen. It's not the Axel showcase, right? It's a state of play, this and that, and not every game's for everybody. But I found some games that were for me, and on state of play, I found some games that were for me at the Xbox Tokyo Game Show broadcast. Well, what a mouthful. And we're going to talk about them, but I'm going to switch you and Doggy here. That's okay.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
And we're going to talk about our first game, and none other than to lead us here first, of course. Guest, go first. What is the first PlayStation State of Play game you want to talk to us about?
Okay, well, the first game that really caught my attention, I don't know if I have the name right, but I think it's called Hell in Us.
Hell is Us. Yes.
Okay, Hell is Us. Okay, I was close enough. So, what caught my attention from that game is first of all, the atmosphere, the world, everything is kind of strange and unique at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was very interesting. I don't this part of the game reminds me of okay, this looks like Stranger Things, but then there's other parts. Okay, this look like something else. It looks like little parts look like one game, little parts look like another game, but at the same time, it looked like something completely new. So I'm looking forward to see more about this game. It really got me intrigued.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hell is Us. Great pick, doggy. Hell is Us. Did it catch your attention?
I'm trying to remember. I can't remember the gameplay of it. I remember us talking about it and saying it looked cool. But I'm gonna have to leave it with. I'm gonna have to see more of it. But it could be something I missed. It's got that sword going on, so I mean, there's a chance there's something good there, some hack slash.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll have to see more.
Yeah, this is more like an announcement trailer, and I'm very confused on it. If you listen to it, it was talking about stuff, and I'm like, but it's not matching what I was seeing. So for me, I'm in Doggy's team here. I'm gonna have to say, I'm gonna have to wait to see more. But yeah, I'm glad that this caught your attention. Hell is Us is the first game kicking it off here today. And be sure, guys, to let us know what games from the State of Play caught your attention.
Yeah.
We'd love to hear what you guys, the chat, have to say. We love each and every one of you here. And of course, guys, be sure to give this show a like and a thumbs up. Every thumbs up helps us get found, especially on the live section of YouTube. We appreciate each and every one of you. And shout out to my beautiful wife, the MVP of my life. She's here supporting the show, as always, my number one supporter. I guess I'll go next here real quick. Normally I go, yeah. So I'll go next here. So I was super intrigued by this first trailer. I'm going to fast forward it a little bit so we get to good stuff. By this first trailer because it was like claymation, right? I really enjoyed it. I thought it was super awesome. It looked really cool. And the fact that this is releasing in both VR and not VR mode, so you can either play this in first-person VR or you can play it in third-person walking around. So they're showing the VR mode here first, right? But then later on in the trailer, they start showing the non-VR and just the way everything looks, the claymation, and it's a horror game. And usually I don't do horror, doggy, so you know me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is looking really good. So you can play it on PS5 or PS5 VR too. So this is not playing on PS5. You're not playing in VR anymore.
Yeah.
And I thought this looked super cool, super imaginative. It totally reminds me of like, Nightmare Before Christmas style.
Yeah.
All that good stuff. So yeah, the Midnight Walk for me is the game that caught my attention first. Sourblow, did you watch this one? What did you think?
Yeah, I thought it looked very interesting. It's not really my style of game, but it does look intriguing. Like you said, it reminds of like that kind of like Tim Burton style.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, if you're down to those type of movies or those type of like games that are kind of like have that style, I forgot what's that other game that kind of looks like this too. And it also looks a little bit reminds me of like Little Nightmares too in
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
way.
It has like
So
a lot of
yeah.
things I like.
So
Yeah.
yeah, it's interesting. Like I won't say I'm necessarily gonna play it, but it looks interesting.
Absolutely. Doggy, the Midnight Walk.
Yeah, just real quick, like you both said, this game looks great. Interesting art style. Did a great job with that. I also think it's cool that you can play it in VR and not VR. So good on them for that. But other than that, this doesn't look like it'd be my type of game, but it sure does looks graphics
Yeah.
look awesome and stuff. So it looks like something if that's your kind of game, it's gonna be a good one. So
My
but
question
not
would be like in VR, would it become like first person or would just control like the
Well, if it could be like Moss. Moss wasn't in first person. It was a kind of like loading a scene, but this one was moving. So I don't know. I think it would be
it
first person if it was
this
VR.
one looked like it was in the VR mode. It was first person because it seemed like the first half of the trailer they were showing it in VR and it was
okay.
all first person-y. If I remember right.
So yeah, like here you can see him carrying the match.
Oh,
Right,
okay, yes,
right,
yeah.
yes, right, okay. I didn't notice that. Okay, nice catch.
Yeah, so I feel like maybe it's a mix. Maybe it's a mix of VR and
Yeah.
not first person and third person. Some VR games do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you see here, like this is all first person view.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. This is why I'm interested in the game. I'm gonna have to see more of it, of course, but it looks great. It looks great. I'm not gonna lie. They started out. They opened the show with this. I'm like, wow, what a strong opening. I love that.
Yeah.
So yes, absolutely. Doggy, moving on to you, brother. What's the first game that caught your eye?
I'm gonna go with Dragon Age Veilguard, and I gotta be honest, not really a Dragon Age guy. Not really even sure I've ever played a Dragon Age game. But for some reason, this trailer caught me mainly because of the combat and the great big boss.
Mhm.
You know, like those kind of, if you got big bosses and some hack and slash style or casting some spells and stuff, I'm automatically interested. And I don't think it's going to be Souls like or anything like that. I don't think that's the whole deal here. I've seen some people say this game doesn't look good. I thought it looked pretty good, but
Mhm.
some people say it looks 10 years old. I don't really care. If it plays good, gameplay is king. And for whatever reason, this trailer just caught my attention. I love that big dragon boss, and just like I said, the combat looked cool. I can't speak much on it for what Dragon Age is or anything. I just thought it was a cool trailer, caught my attention. So there you go. I wasn't going to get this game, but after seeing this, I'm interested in it, and who knows, I might pick it up after all my backlog gets cleared out in a couple years. So.
Right? Yeah.
So yeah, but no, it looked good. It presented well, at least in my eyes. I might not have the greatest eyes in the world, but in my eyes, it presented well and caught my attention.
Awesome. Sourblow, Dragon Age Origin. Sorry, not Origins. Dragon Age the Veilguard. What'd you think?
Okay, I'm actually with Doggy Dog. At first, this game did not catch my attention or not. But this last showing like really got me like wow, like and then I was just thinking my back catalog and now more games
Yeah.
like yeah. But it does look really good, and at the end of the day, like for BioWare, like what makes BioWare, it's not like how good it looks. It's more of like the deep story,
Story, yeah.
the
Mhm.
making your decisions and all that, and then the combat looks fun and it looks very good. So
Mhm.
uh, yeah, definitely might be a gift for me, especially like once it comes out. If it has good word of mouth, then this
Right.
is what I'm definitely gonna play.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. When Dragon Age the Veilguard was first revealed with the, everybody in the bar CGI trailer,
Hmm.
I could care less. But the more they show this game off, the more I'm interested. I'm in the same boat. And then when I saw the combat wheel, the combo wheel
Yeah.
that you could order your
Yeah,
companions, this thing right here that you could make them do special like spells to combine them with yours and do like an epic damage spell. That was I'm like, okay, I'm in.
yeah,
I'm
that's
in.
sick.
Now of course, the story is going to be king because it is an RPG, not a hack
Mhm.
and slash. So it's great, but it's great when RPGs have great combat in them.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I thought
you
that
you
was
know
super duper cool.
you know why you know what games should add, like at least as an option. I play this game called Binary Domain. I don't know if you guys have played it. Which
I've heard of it. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so in that game, it has a feature where you can talk to your companions, and you
Hmm.
can give them commands. Like imagine this game, like if it had the option where you can say, let's say one of your companions is called Jack, like Jack Fireball, or things like that. Like it will make it more engaging and more like immersive. I feel like if you can do that.
Yeah, with the Connect, things like that were going to be possible, but of course they got rid of that. So yeah,
But like now, like the headphones are like good. Like now that you'll be able to talk more clear and stuff like that. Because I know back then, probably that was one of the things that held this technology back. But now it's like I don't
I
know.
do
Plug it
remember
in.
on Tomb Raider yelling reload, reload, reload. I do remember that. You are right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Web Dave. Thank you so much for being here, Web Dave. You are the real
No problem.
MVP. Appreciate you. And of course, he repeats, hit that like button, everybody. Absolutely.
Yep.
It helps
Thank
us
you.
get
Yeah.
discovered
Thank you. Webby.
on this. I'm going to change it up a little bit, guys. We're going to keep going. Stay on the state of play.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so we're going to stay on the state of play. Seeing as we're on the state of play going on here. All right, so Sourblow, what was the second state of play trailer that caught your eye?
Okay. The second one would be think it's Archage Chronicles.
Mhm.
Okay, so the main reason this one has my attention is because I played the MMO. There's an MMO called Archage,
Yes.
and I spent a lot of hours playing that game. Um, I feel what killed kind of I want to say killed that game because it still had its own player base, but what held that game back was that it became basically pay to win because of some of the
Mm.
things. But this being, more of an RPG, it's single player. So I'm kind
Oh,
of
okay.
intrigued. I want to see where they go. I think the story was interesting especially for being, an MMO, and I want to see besides the combat, like what else they integrate from the MMO that kind of made it interesting. So I'm very intrigued for this game.
Okay. Doggy, Archage Chronicles. There we go. Archage Chronicles.
This is another one of those games that looks super cool to me, but it's probably a Souls-like, I would imagine. If it's not a Souls-like, I definitely want to play it. If it's a Souls-like, I'll pass.
Okay.
But
I think it's not a Souls like.
Oh, it's not. If it's not a Souls-like, yeah, this
Yeah,
looks
I
cool
don't-
as can be. This is a great trailer, and yeah, looks great, and I want to play it. So yeah,
At least I
You
hope
shut up,
not.
Doggy.
yeah, that will be a welcome change if this is not another Souls-like.
Yeah.
So hopefully that's what it is, and yeah, it looks great. Great pick, great trailer. So yeah.
So Archage Chronicles for me right now is a total pass. It just didn't speak to me. The trailer didn't speak to me. And like I said, it has that MMO thing. And if
Oh,
they
it's
can't
MMO.
transition it from MMO to single player, I'm just gonna be like, okay, yeah, hard pass. We'll see. I'll have to know more about it.
Yeah, I didn't know it was
But
MMO.
great pick.
Okay.
No, it's not anymore.
Oh, okay.
It comes
It
from
has-
an
its
MMO.
roots
It's
are
kind
on
of
this
like
MMO.
Crimson Desert. It's from the universe of Black Desert. So
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's
Okay.
yeah, something like that.
yeah. And to get rid of that MMO stigma is a little difficult sometimes.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah. Shout out to 4GQTV. Thank you so much for being
What's
here.
up,
You are the
man?
real MVP. He says, iconic video games night. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Every night is an iconic video game night for me.
There you go. Yeah.
That's right. Let's see. All right. So the trailer that caught me, Doggy, you know me.
I know you.
You know I love my Lunar. I got my Lunar, the Silver Star on my Sega CD. I got my Lunar Eternal Blue on my Sega CD. I have my Lunar. Lunar. Is it called Eternal Complete? Lunar. No, it's called Lunar. Yeah, Lunar Silver Star Complete and Lunar Eternal Complete on my PlayStation. And so yeah, you know what I don't have on Lunar, Doggy? You want to know what I don't have? I don't have Lunar on my Xbox. So you know, I got my Lunar on my Sega. I got my Lunar on my PlayStation. It's time to get my Xbox some Lunar love.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
and what
absolutely.
better? I mean, the fact that they're updating some of these graphics. I mean, I have spoken through the roof in past episodes of how much I love my Lunar series. So when they announced this, I was so hyped. I'm not gonna lie, I almost didn't watch anything. So yeah, the fact that they're doing Lunar Silver Star and Lunar 2 to Lunar the Remastered Collection, all on one beautiful disc. And look at this on everything. But of course, you know, the only two systems that don't have Lunar love right now are the Switch and the Xbox, and I'm gonna choose Xbox. But I'm very happy this is coming to Xbox. And if it wasn't coming to Xbox, it's okay. I'm very happy this is coming to somewhere else I play because I got it all. Right. So I am definitely going to buy this one. Lunar Remastered Collection. It's one of my all-time favorite RPGs. 9 out of 10 gamers recommend this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sourblow. So are you going to play Lunar?
I kind of feel bad because I do like
Oh,
JRPGs.
I cannot hear you. Hello? You're very
Oh,
quiet.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, there we go. Yes.
Okay. So I kind of feel bad because I do like JRPGs a lot, and I have not played one Lunar game. So
You haven't played these masterpieces by Crystal Dynamics back in the day?
yeah, definitely gonna have to give Lunar a shot. So having the collection, that's kind of cool, to have. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna snag this.
Absolutely, as you should. Doggy, are you going to join the Lunar Club?
I will get this. remember back when I had a Sega CD, I read about these games. I loved JRPGs back then, but I didn't ever get either of the games, right? I never got them for whatever reason. I don't know what it was, because I'm a fool, I guess. But yes, when I saw this announced, I was super excited, and I was so hoping, and it was a PlayStation show, so it didn't say Xbox on it, and it took a while before Xbox put up things saying it was there, and I was like, yes, Xbox achievements, Lunar, I'm gonna play these. I think it's cool. It looks like they didn't change, like it might be updated graphics, but it don't look like they changed it too much. Kind of looks like it's still got that old school look to it, which I love. So yeah, props to them for bringing this out for anybody like us that has not going to try this great franchise. We now will get to, and I can't wait for spring.
Yes, I cannot wait. Cannot wait. Yeah, spring 2025, maybe around my birthday. Hint, hint, wink, wink, wife. Hint, hint.
Yeah, collector's
My beautiful
edition
wife. Just saying. Shout out to Roberto Z. Thank you so much for being here.
Hey, what's
you
up?
are the real MVP. He says, "What's up, gamers?" Not
Hey,
much,
what's
man.
up,
We're just
bro?
over here talking about the State of Play and the Xbox Tokyo Game Show broadcast. So if you watch either of those, let us know what games you liked on those shows. We'd love to hear what you guys have to say in the chat.
Yeah.
All right, Doggy, what's the game you want to bring up? The second game you want to bring up?
Let's see, PlayStation 1. Dynasty Warriors Origins.
Origins, yes.
Yeah, about Dragon Age Origins. Okay. I loved like Dynasty Warriors 4 back on the PlayStation 2. Like back in the day, those ones. I haven't played this series here recently, but it says Origins, so maybe it's going back towards, the origins of it anyway. I loved, like I said, loved it on the PS2. I loved hacking and slashing through thousands of enemies, taking down officers, getting to the main commander guy, unlocking dudes, and doing secondary missions and all that stuff. And it's just waves and waves of enemies. And that looks like this is what's going to bring to us. It's just waves of enemies, combos, taking down officers, taking down commanders, taking over lands and castles and just everything, just like it was. I don't know what the Origins is. Maybe it's going to go back to that. What was that? The earlier ones were like based off of, what's that called? Romance of Three Kingdoms, like these books.
Yeah, the Three Kingdoms.
And that's what it kind of tried to go to, where the newer versions, they were more just kind of let you do it yourself. So maybe that's what the Origins is. This is going to go kind of back to that, which would be fine with me, because I love the way the ones on the PS2 played. Those were some of my favorite games that we'd sit around and play them for hours. They were so addictive. And I already pre-ordered this off of Amazon. So, and I think it comes out in January. They changed the date. So it's coming out here soon. Super looking forward to it. Dynasty Warriors was awesome back then. I'm excited to try this out again. So looks great. Yeah, this trailer looks great. Any of the trailers I've seen for this game had me excited for it.
Absolutely. Love it. Sourblow, what do you think? Dynasty Warriors Origins. Are you gonna hack it slash away?
Okay, before I give my answer, I got a question. Is this related to I think the anime is called Kingdom?
No.
No? Okay, all right. Because it looks similar, right? It looks very similar, actually.
Not to my knowledge, anyway. Okay, let me rephrase that. Not to my knowledge.
Okay, if the chat knows, let me know.
Right? Yeah. It could be. Yeah. Maybe it is. Yeah.
Okay. Well, to be honest, this saga or series has never really caught my attention. Looking at it now, it does remind me of that anime. So maybe I should, take a closer look at it now that I'm looking, because I'm like, oh, it kind of reminds me of that anime a lot. So, and I did like it a lot. So I don't know, maybe I gotta look at it with closer eyes, because I really haven't like paid attention. Like I like every time I see it, I come like I just ignore it. But
Yeah, so I never played a Dynasty Warriors game until Hyrule Warriors came out. Of course, they had to do a cross with Zelda.
Yeah.
And I freaking loved it. Right? And then I played another game called Wulong Fallen Dynasty, where a lot of these models were used in that game because of the Romance of the Three Kingdoms, as you said, Doggy.
Yep.
Right? A lot of those models. So now I'm like intrigued. I'm like, I wonder if they're going to keep the same models. Like now it's piqued my interest because of those two games combined. So I feel like I will try this out if it gets respectable reviews from my buddy Doggy.
Yeah, there you go. I'll let you
But
know.
if my buddy Doggy tells me it's poo poo, then I'm not gonna get it. Because you gotta go with people you trust, and I trust my boy.
Well,
Even though he's a Steelers guy, I still trust him.
yeah, I guess that cost me a few points, but oh,
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Roberto C says he liked Hell Is Us, although some of the enemy monsters look like that villain from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Do you feel that's true there, Sourblow?
I don't know. I didn't get that feeling when I saw the trailer. But
Yeah.
yeah.
So Roberto, you missed it. We already talked about Hell Is Us. We actually opened the show with it. So yeah. He also liked Hell Is Us. Very interesting. All right, and moving on to the last trailer here. Sourblow, what was your last trailer that you liked from the State of Play?
All right. The last one was, let me see if I remember. Oh, Legacy of Kain, of course.
Yes.
Soul Reaver. So yeah, this game brought me flashback from the PlayStation 1.
Mm-hmm.
And it was one of my favorite, if not my favorite game from that generation, from that platform. So
Mhm.
yeah, definitely I'm excited to play that game again. I actually sent that right away to my brother because we were both, we both love this game a lot. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm excited that more people are, well, I hope more people gets to try it out, and hopefully, after this remaster, we get either whether it's a remake, whether it's a reboot, or a sequel, whatever we get. But hopefully, this motivates the studios to make more games in this world.
Mm. Yeah, absolutely. Doggy, Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver 1 and 2 remastered. Again, a package, a dual deal.
yeah, that is pretty cool. I have actually never played either of these games. Everybody raving over it after seeing this coming out, just like it gives me that FOMO for it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really know what this game's about, but FOMO might drag me in, or if I just look more into it, I might try this out. So I just have to look more into it. But it's cool that they put both of them in one package, and old school game that people like me haven't played. I got a chance to play it if I want to. So
Yeah,
we'll see.
try it out. It's a unique game and it has a very good story. So
Right, I heard the
People-
story is
yeah.
awesome. Yeah, I heard that story is awesome. So
Yeah.
I'll probably try it out. I bet.
Yeah, and again, this is made by Asper. If you know Asper, who they also made the Panzer Dragoon remake. So they'll release this. They'll hear the people complaining. They'll adjust it. I already know them. That's just the way they are. So Asper is really good at these older remakes into the newer, bringing them in. They try to keep it all as original as possible, which tells me that there's going to be a ton of platforming, but this time we're not going to use those shoulder buttons to turn. Hopefully they give us access to the camera this time to move it around.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not going to, go in circles until the camera gets right where we want it so we can make a jump. So
I forgot about that. Yeah.
I'm hoping that, there's the thing about these older games is while they were great, they did have it was the early era of 3D platforming. So if 3D platformers aren't your thing, or doing 3D puzzles isn't your thing, or environmental puzzles, this might not be for you. But the story is great, the combat is great, what is there, and there's a reason why this game is beloved by a lot of people. Yes. So yeah, everybody should play it. Everybody should play it. Let's see. Roberto C says, late coming in. Sorry, guys. Hey, you know what? We're just happy you're here now, man. It doesn't matter what time you come in.
Hey, you don't have to be sorry. Thank you for joining us.
Absolutely. Splendiferous comes in. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, Giving family, it's my born day, people. Happy birthday to you, Splendiferous. Awesome, man. Let us know how old you turn. How many times have you gone around the sun? Roberto Dude says, love Soul Reaver on Sega Dreamcast. Oh, that's right. They also released it for the Dreamcast. Yeah. Awesome to see the Soul Reaver games on modern platforms. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. And shout out to Daniel, I'm just going to say Daniel. Thank you so much for being here. You're the real MVP. He says, are games for PC? Absolutely. Some of these will release on PC. I think so. I don't see them skipping PC. PC is the biggest gaming platform right now in the world. Most people will not skip PC as it is just the biggest gaming platform there is right now, right?
Right. Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, oops. Here we go. Split Difference says this is and has been one. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'll be right back.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's cool.
This is and has been one of my favorite games. I have it on the Dreamcast. There you go. Sourblow. Talk to Splendiferous, man. Doggy, he'll tell you all about it.
Okay. Yeah.
And shout out to CBH4 God. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, it still seems like the Nintendo version of the games coming out will be the most valuable. Yeah. If you are in it for collectors, the Nintendo version is always going to stay high. Overall, hold its value the best right now. Nintendo, absolutely. Splendifer says he's been waiting for this game to come back. Yeah. And by the way, guys, again, let us know what games from the State of Play or the Xbox Tokyo Game Show broadcast you liked. We'd love to hear what you guys have to say.
Yes.
All right. And while Sourblow is out and about right now, we are going to move it along, shall we, Doggy?
Let's move it along.
Let's
That's
move it along, buddy.
That's what we do.
So a lot of people talked bad about this game, but as soon as I saw this game, I was like, yes, absolutely, bring me in right now. And that is none other than Sucker Punch's Ghost of Yotei. And yes, that is how you say it. I looked it up. I listened to a translator, and I even listened to an actual Japanese person say it. Ghost of Yotei. All right, let me spell it out here. So it's pronounced yo, like yo.
T-A-Y?
Tay. That's right.
Yeah.
Ghost of Yotei. So this is, of course, the sequel to Ghost of Tsushima. And I love this Ghost of Yotei thing, how they're now telling a different ghost story. I'm 100% digging that maybe from here on out, every Ghost of game is going to be telling someone else's tale, right? And I'm totally down for that because, while one character is great, two characters are better, in my opinion. And, you get to build the character differently. They don't have the same abilities, in Ghost of Tsushima, if you finished it and then you went on to play Ghost of Yotei and you lose all your abilities, you can't do what you used to do anymore. It kind of sucks, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you move over to Ghost of Yotei, and there's a reason why you can't do that. Well, maybe she's never going to do that because it's not her style. Whatever, right, Doggy?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. But I think it's going to work out great, and some people are upset because she's a lady. Not me, man. I'm all in. I don't care. This is, I wasn't upset when Lara Croft was the one spelunking and fighting dinosaurs, So I am totally in. I don't care. It's just a fantasy world. I'm all in. And man, it looks beautiful. A lot of people can talk trash about this, but this looks beautiful. I was very much into this, and I think Ghost of Yotei looks incredible. And I cannot wait to play it. This might turn into a day one buy for me, Doggy.
Oh yeah.
I might pre-order this one actually. I mean, and I haven't pre-ordered a game since Starfield, so yeah, this might turn into a pre-order for me.
Right? Yeah.
I'm just throwing it out there.
You got the PS5. This would be a great reason to have one. So.
And everybody who's played Ghost of Tsushima speaks very highly of it. Absolutely. There's no reason to believe that Ghost of Yotei isn't going to be very highly spoken, right?
Right.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great. I really cannot wait. They ended the show on this note, and man, what a note to close it with. So they opened with a great game, and I think they closed with a great game, in my opinion. So yeah, Ghost of Yotei. There you go, Doggy. Ghost of Yotei.
Yeah, it looks like what? So this is 300 years later. It said.
Yeah.
And it looks like the wind still hasn't died down, baby. Still going. No.
That's right, man. You got to get that coastal wind. Doggy, take it away,
bro. And you covered some good stuff. Yeah, so some people are complaining, this kind of looks like a PS4 game, which maybe it does. But here's the deal about Ghost of Tsushima. It looked great.
Yeah, it still looked great. It looked PS4, bro.
Great.
What are you talking about?
Yeah,
right?
It looked great. I played it on my PS5, and if I could have confused it maybe for that. You know what I'm saying? It looked great. I have no problem with, like Axel said, them changing the story. I like Jin. That was a great story, great hero, all that stuff. I love the combat in that game, the stances, the fatal kills, blows, whatever those were. Building your legend, the side quests, just everything about that game is just fantastic. And I expect nothing less from this. And that's cool. Like you said, a different character. And they could keep doing that. They could have Ghost of the next thing. It could be a whole different
Fuji,
character.
Mount Fuji, whatever.
Yeah, Ghost of Mount
Ghost of Fuji. Yeah.
Yeah, if they keep the same gameplay, just even step the graphics up even just a tiny bit, have the same great writing, all that kind of stuff that Ghost of Tsushima. Like you said, anybody that's played Ghost of Tsushima speaks highly of it. If you can keep that same thing, add a few sprinkle a little salt here or there, a little pepper, kind of spice it up a little more. We're in for a treat. And like you said, I'll probably be playing this day one too. I mean, it's just stuff like this is why you got the PS5 is for stuff like this. So I'm glad to see. Hopefully this makes it out next year, like it says. No, totally excited for this. I mean, the sky's the limit here.
Yeah, and a lot of people are saying, now that Astrobot, Game of the Year contender came out, oh, what is PlayStation working on? What is PlayStation working on? Well, guess what? This is what they're working on, and I think it's fantastic.
Oh yeah,
that this is the next game, the next title from PlayStation's first party studios, because a lot of people wanted to play the sequel to Ghost of Tsushima. Well, here it is. It's Ghost of Yotei.
Yeah, it looks. Yeah, this looks.
Dude,
really
this looks
good.
phenomenal. I'm not gonna lie.
Just watching it again, it looks better to me than when I was watching it.
Jeez.
The other day I was trying to take everything in, but yeah, no, just kind of relaxing and watching it. This looks great. So.
Yeah, absolutely. I have to agree with you. I mean, it's just, and as you said, the wind mechanic on it looks great.
Yeah. Always the wind will tell you where to go. So.
That's right. Follow the wind. You're gonna turn Yotei into Pocahontas for a while. Yeah, as long as they don't make Ghost of Nintendo, I think they'll be all right.
Yeah, I don't know if you have time. I know your backlog's as big as mine or larger, just that, or even everybody who does
it only grows, doggy, every day.
But if you get a chance, definitely check out Ghost of Tsushima. I'm sure it's probably not gonna make a huge difference if you haven't played that to play this, but it's not gonna totally tie everything together, I guess. But you'll love Ghost of Tsushima, so always try that too. But
dude, I want to play it in black and white mode with Japanese cool. and subtitles on.
That's cool. They had that.
I want to play that. So I feel like these Ghost games are the games that I'm just gonna play it again just to see it in black and white now.
Right, that's cool.
Like an old, 1940s samurai movie. That's just so great. Let's check in with the kind of chat for a while here, doggy.
Yeah, let's do that.
Roberto Z says, "Can't wait for that Snake Eater." Oh yeah, that Snake Eater.
Oh yeah.
We were talking about it before the show. It looked good. That Snake Eater Delta. Yeah, absolutely. Splendifer says, "Yes, love Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater. Had terrible controls on PS3. We'll see if it gets fixed, man. We'll see if it gets fixed. Absolutely." Let's see. Retro dude says, "The 90s was a completely different era." It was, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what a great era still.
Yeah, I love it.
What a great era, Kim.
Love the 90s gaming.
Absolutely. Roberto C says, "I think Ghost of Yotei is going to be good, but I think Sony was smart to make it a different title. If it doesn't hit, they can still make Ghost 2. Well, I mean, I don't know, man. I think it's going to hit.
Good, yeah. Yeah, it'll definitely.
I think it's going to hit.
Yeah, that's good.
But again, you never know until you get it in your hands, right, doggy? Gameplay is king.
Yep.
And if the gameplay is not there, it doesn't matter how it looks.
Yeah. So. I hope it takes lots of pages from the Ghost of Tsushima book because that played perfectly. So
yeah, I mean, all they have to do is Ghost of Tsushima reskinned. they have a winner. Just saying.
Yeah, no, I think this will do really good. Yeah. I think it'll sell a lot. Yeah, and I think it'll score good and be a contender. It'll be a contender for the game of the year. So
I mean, Ghost of Tsushima was a contender for game of the generation last gen. So
yeah, it was.
I mean, it's that good. So
that's Ghost of Tsushima is one of my favorite PlayStation first party games I played. So yeah, I loved it.
Loved it. Speak on it, doggy. Speak on it.
Yeah, if anybody hadn't tried that, try it out. If you got your PS4 or 5, try it out.
Yeah, all right, hold on. Let me type this in. Ghost of TSU. There we go. Tsushima.
Yeah.
So Ghost of Tsushima got an 84.
Yeah, it didn't.
Right?
I don't know why.
So it's not like it got a 90, but still, man, like the way people talk about it, you would have thought this game got a 99.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah.
I
All
forgot.
right, let's see. Retro Dude says there are still almost 50 million gamers on PS4 and over 20 million on Xbox One. Yeah, man. No lies detected. My if I wouldn't upgraded my nephew, he still would have been on his Xbox One. So yeah, that is 100% true. You know, some gamers can upgrade right away, and some gamers can't.
Yep.
You know, some gamers are literally a generation behind, and that's how they play. They only play backlogs. You know, if you speak to gamers with an open mind and not just to bash that they're still left in the last gen, you come to find out some of their reasons. You know, they're like, oh, you know, the games are cheaper, there's better deals, you know, secondhand is better, or you know, there's more deals on the digital store. Or I know which games not to waste my money on. They've given me lots of reasons why they're last gen gamers. There's literally a subsection of gamers that are literally last gen gamers, and that's how they play. That's just how they play.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, I've got a couple friends that one of my friends still uses both the old Xbox Ones I sold him for, and he plays NBA and Grand Theft Auto 5 and Fortnite and stuff, and that's all on there. So he still doesn't, he still doesn't need it. And one of my other friends is still on his PS4. So it's just,
yeah,
they still make the games they want to play on them. So more power to them.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, my friend's dad, since we were young, has played the same game since I was like maybe 13 years old, so like 30 years. For the last 30 years, this is all he wants to play. This is all he will ever play. He plays Dune 2 Battle for Arrakis on the Sega Genesis. And that's all he plays. That's it. And then you know, my father-in-law, all he plays is Command and Conquer Generals, and that's all he plays. He's not interested in anything else, bro. And you know, some people, once they find their game, they find it.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how old it is. Because you know, this is what this hobby is all about, man. Is getting into your zone. Some of us, like, you remember when we had Tony Grosso on here. You know, Tony Grosso doesn't finish games. He just loves playing as many as he can.
Yeah.
He's a very unique gamer.
Yep.
Yeah, but he's still a gamer. So yeah, we love all sorts of gamers here. Splendifer says, I'm accepting donations, fellows. As you should. Or gifts. Absolutely. Roberto C says, Ghost of Yote expands the franchise. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Fastback. Thank you so much for being here, Fastback. You are the real MVP. He says, iconic video games. What's up, Fastback? Absolutely. Let's see. Roberto C. I'm a busy guy. Even if I had a time machine backlog, I will still be in the future. So many games out. Been playing games since Kaboom on Atari. Wow.
Oh man, yeah.
I don't even know what that game is. It's so big. It's so not my era. I don't even know what that game is. But great for you, man. It's great that you've been playing.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. Heck yeah.
All right, we're gonna skip it, move it along. We'll save this a little bit if Sourblow comes back anytime here from dealing with his family for a minute.
Yeah, we go back.
We'll wrap up the state of play. Hold on, let me ask the chat real quick. Start a poll. How would you rate the state of play?
Yeah.
You rate the state of play. I'm just gonna do A, B, C, and D, of course. A, B, C, and D. All right, doggy. While the chat is deciding, how would you rate the state of play and why?
I mean, I'll give it a C. It had, it had lots of games there. If it would have, I know it's state of play, but if it would have had more first party stuff, I guess I would have gave it more. I mean, nothing wrong with the first part of the show. I'm not really interested in the Zero Dawn remaster or the Lego game, but more power to them on that. I don't know. Some of these shows just seem like they've lessened a little bit over the years. Like they put a little less to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to talk.
These state of plays are kind of under delivered.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be negative or anything. It was still a good show, and it still showed a lot of games and stuff. I didn't walk away from it blown away or any of that kind of stuff. So I'll give it an average score because that's what it was. It was average show. But it was still a show with new games, showing them off. So you still got to love it. You know what I'm saying? So no matter what, you always got to love it. I love watching new games and shows about new games and stuff. So yeah. Average show, average score.
There you go. Roberto Z says, interested in that Walk of Midnight. Yeah, I was too. I talked about that one too, Roberto Z. Yeah, absolutely. Love that one. And shout out to Girthquake. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. We appreciate
what's
you.
up?
New faces. Love it.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us.
So the state of play, you know what? Ghost, and Lunar. Like my hype level for Lunar went through the roof. I'm going to give it a B just on those 2 games right there.
Yeah.
Because to me those games are like super duper what I wanted. You know, the Midnight Walk was great, but Lunar, I mean, you want to talk about someone fangirling out? I was like, oh my god, you know.
Yeah.
You know, and then when I saw Ghost of Yotai, I was like, oh man, that looks so amazing. I cannot wait, so forth and so on. So I'm gonna give it a B just because they hit me somewhere. They hit my what nostalgia. They hit my nostalgia with that Lunar game. So yeah, I'm gonna say Lunar.
Yeah.
Splinter for State of Multiplayer. Absolutely, that is the future of gaming, bro.
Yeah.
Very few exclusives coming up. Yeah.
Which is cool.
Fastback says, oh, sorry. Go ahead, doggy.
No, I was gonna say it's cool with me. If everything goes everywhere, that'd be great. That's great for everybody. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
Everybody wins.
Yep.
Let's see. Fastback says, I still need to play First Ghost. I have no rating for these shows. Only interested in games that appeal to me. Absolutely, man. That's what it's all about.
Good way of putting it. And you should try the first Ghost. If you got a PS4 or 5, try it out. It's not. It doesn't overstay its welcome. It doesn't take 60 hours to beat it. You know. So yeah, definitely try it out. I mean, you can make it take forever if you want to complete everything, but
right.
It doesn't overstay its welcome. You'll love it.
You'll love it. All right, doggy. We're gonna go straight to your game on the Xbox. That concludes the state of play section. Moving on.
Yeah.
We're moving on to the Xbox Tokyo Game Showcase broadcast, direct from Japan. And Doggy's gonna start us off. Doggy, take it away, bro. What's your first game?
See, I think my first game's Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake, and I want that plush slime. By the way, I'm jealous of that. I want that.
You want slime?
That little plush
there he is. Hold on.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you, Doggy.
Okay.
Pause.
No. Stop right there. Pause.
Pause.
Sorry I took that long.
Oh, no, you're good, man.
Okay, we were talking.
Sometimes, yeah, when you're a parent, sometimes things don't go as planned.
Absolutely, yeah.
So my last game that we talked about was Ghost of Yotai. What'd you think?
Oh, amazing! Actually, I thought the show
Yotai,
as a whole, I think the show as a whole was alright, but this kind of like when this showed at the end, you're like, okay, we have this is a big announcement because not to take away from the other games, like there was a lot of little cool games or games that were intriguing, but it wasn't that big of a state of play until they show this. Once they show that, like, this is a game that everyone loved the first one, they waited for the second one, and I mean it looks amazing. Like,
amazing. So we gave the state of play a rating. How would you rate the state of play overall? A, B, C, and D.
For me personally, I give it a C.
A C. All right. Overall C.
Yeah, I give it a C.
All right, Doggy. How does the chat feel about the state of play?
Let's see. We got C 66, B was that 16 there?
Yep, 16
for a D, and 0 for an A.
There you go. So most people agree it's a C.
C is it? Yeah, and that's still a good score. There's nothing,
Yeah. To be fair too, I think also that last year Xbox Showcase kind of like put a huge standard into the
this year's Xbox Showcase kind of like raised the bar so high it's not even funny.
Yeah.
All right, so as I said, that's going to conclude the state of play. We're on to the Xbox Tokyo Game Show broadcast. Let's move right back into it. Doggy, take it away. You were talking, bro.
Yeah, Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake, and I already have this pre-ordered. The second that I could pre-order this, I pre-ordered this, and I can't wait for November the 14th. This was the third game on the NES, of course, Dragon Warrior 3, but is actually the first game in a trilogy called the Erdrick Trilogy. So this is a prequel to Dragon Quest, Dragon Warrior 1 and 2. I'm just not going to talk about the story because it's so close. Yeah, if you want to hear everybody's thoughts of the story, then I've talked about it a few other times. And I don't want to ruin it for anybody. But this one did have some cool features that the other one didn't have, like day-night cycles were different items, quests, and characters were available. This game, you could freely change out your party members once you recruited them at the tavern. Any party member or yourself, you can, once you reached level 20. Oh, yeah, and you picked a class. You could pick a class. There's all kinds of classes you could pick. That was cool. You could be a soldier, wizard, there's all kinds of stuff, thief, that kind of stuff. Once you got any of these characters up to level 20, you could go back, or no, there was a place halfway through the game, and you could switch out your class to something else, and you would keep the skills you learned. Like, say you were a wizard or whatever, you could keep all your wizard skills, right? And you would start back at level 1 with experience, and all your stats would be halved, but you could start out like going on as a soldier. So then you would be a wizard with soldier strength and defense. You know what I'm saying? So that was cool about it. It was even more open world than the first 2 games, even though they were open world, but this was more open world. If you look at the map, when you guys all play it inevitably here when this comes out, you'll actually look at it and it looks like Earth. I don't know what else to say. Like I said, the story's great. I don't want to talk too much about it, kind of Rick, but like when you play it, you'll see how this hero ends up shaping and leaving artifacts and stuff for the next game, because the evil that gets beat tells you that you might have beat me now, but this evil's going to return to the land, and you hero are not going to be around long enough to stop it. So he left his armor and his sword and some stuff there for the next person to find, and that you end up picking up in Dragon Warrior 1, Dragon Quest 1, and that's cool how that all ends up tying all together and stuff. So I can't wait to play this. The graphics looks excellent. The recomposed music, or however you want to say it.
Yeah, they got the what is it? The Japan orchestra?
Yeah, great orchestra doing it.
Yeah.
I've been chomping at the bit for forever. And then they're going to make the next 2, like next year, they're going to redo those. So you'll get to play this whole trilogy in the order it was meant to be played in. I just can't wait. I can't speak enough. So I can't wait to go back through all these. Woo! I give it a big woo.
Woo! Sourblow, Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake.
Okay, well, I do remember playing some Dragon Quest in the past, but I don't remember I don't remember that much from it. I definitely, the creatures, I do remember them, and seeing some of the gameplay. I do recall playing some of this game. Like I said, I do love JRPGs. I like them a lot, but yeah, I'll probably down the line, I'll add that to my back catalog to replay and hopefully remember, because sometimes when you play certain games as a kid, you don't retain all the the information, the story.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Yeah. So Dragon Quest 3, Dragon Warrior 3, the Dragon Quest games, a lot of these monsters were designed by Dragon Ball Z creator Akira Toriyama, who I am a huge fan of. Obviously, Doggy, you know me.
Yep.
Dragon Ball being my favorite anime. And so I was very, like, when I heard about what happened to Akira Toriyama, I'm like, I'm just going to buy the Dragon Quest games. They're fairly affordable. No, they went up about $50 each, and they stayed up. So this game, Dragon Warrior 3, used to be like $60. Now it's like $120.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yeah, no. HD 2D remake for $60 sounds like a steal.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to get. I'm going to get this one. First off, I'm a huge Akira Toriyama fan, so I love to see his artwork in action. And, now actually being drawn up, not being limited by bits and by 8-bit graphics, now it's the real deal, and I think it's awesome. And everything Doggy said, I'm in. I'm sold. I'm sold on this 100%. Agree with you, Doggy, 100%.
All right.
Let's see. Earthquake says, "Where is our Bloodborne remastered?" Yeah, good question.
Many
I
have
think
asked.
until they
Many have
show
asked
that, PlayStation will not get a good grade on showcases or whatever until they show it. Just saying.
Right.
Roberto Z. So Roberto Z says, "You see how most of us feel." Absolutely.
Oh, there you go. That's good. That's good.
Earthquake says, "Man, I've always wanted to do the whole podcast streaming thing. However, I've had a lot of trouble doing it because I was always ashamed of my teeth." Hey, man, don't be ashamed of how you
Yeah,
are.
dude. Yeah, don't let that stop you, man. Trust me.
Don't let that stop. Trust me, man.
Yeah, trust me. It's not.
Trust.
Nobody's gonna.
If Doggy
care,
can be
say
on camera,
anything.
so can you.
Yeah. If you can have this on camera and it don't break the camera, then anybody can do it. So there you go.
I'd laugh if you lost power right now. I'm messing with you, bro. I'm messing.
That would be perfect timing, though.
Right? Okay, Sourblow, what's the first game from the Xbox Tokyo Game Show broadcast that you want to talk about?
All right. Well, the first game that I'm gonna talk about, it's I think in the order that it should have been. This should have been the first one that I should have talked about, but it was actually the last one I saw because I was watching
Oh.
Crazy Lou when he was streaming,
Okay.
and after the stream pass, he's the ones that talked to me about this game because I missed it, and it's called Threads of Time. And when I saw this game, like I got some Chrono Trigger vibes with
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but like kind of like a newer version, and I love time travel. So I love that whole element that this has going to it. I love the art style and the action on it looks pretty cool. So yeah, definitely excited to play this game. What has me a little bit like worried would be like I don't know the studio very well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know nothing about the studio, but
Mm-hmm.
what I can see here, like the what they show, I'm like I gotta get this game. And this might be even a day one for me. Like if the next trailer hits as this one hit to me, then yeah, definitely want to play this game. Like, it looks
Absolutely.
very good.
Doggy, Threads of Time.
Threads of Time. So this is that really cool looking RPG, right? Like
This
kind of
is-
looked like this is that one that kind of had like kind of reminded Chrono Trigger.
Yeah.
This cool art style and stuff. Yeah, this looks super awesome. I don't know what else I can say that you kind of didn't say. This just really caught my attention. I love RPGs in it anyway, and this didn't disappoint. So it even kind of here at the end, it has like the guys sitting around the fire there, so it even gave me a little feeling of Sea of Stars, if you will, too.
Yeah.
It's
chilling.
I mean, so no, I'll definitely be playing this game. This was a cool they did a great job at the trailer, and the game looks awesome. And I'm a sucker for these kind of games. So great pick here. Definitely interested. Definitely gonna play.
Oh,
Yeah.
by the way, Axel, did you have a chance to play yet Chained Echoes?
Chained Echoes?
Yeah.
I don't think I've even heard of that game.
What are you? Oh no! Oh come on! I gotta call you out.
Chained
I
Echoes?
I recommended this game. Yeah, you gotta play that game.
Let me see. Hold on.
Strongly recommend.
Let
When
me-
you were
let me-
playing
Sea of Stars.
Sea of Stars, I told you
And
should
you
play
told me
it.
Chained Echoes. That's right.
That game is I played it right after playing Sea of Star, and
I'll try.
to me, I think it's a better game actually.
Ooh.
Oh, better than Sea of Stars. Oh, that's a
It
nice
must be a pretty good game, yeah.
And I'm just looking at it
It's
real
good.
quick here, going through it as fast as I possibly can.
Yeah, what I like from that
Coming
game,
2028. What the heck? Oh, 2022. Okay.
2022. Yeah, what I liked from that game real quick is that even though it looks simple, like the fighting mechanic, it has a mechanic where it doesn't bore you because every fight could be different. It has
Mhm.
like a special bar where like you have to kind of keep it on a certain like cooldown
Mm-hmm.
in order to get like better defense and better attack. If you I think it's called overcharge. I think if you overcharge it, what it does is you get less defense and your attacks are very low. And it's pretty like it gets pretty hard. It's actually pretty hard. It's pretty interesting. One of the best moment that I remember, like one of the many, was this little mini
Holy
boss
crap!
fight where I had to fight. I was fighting a mini boss, and at the same time, I was in the elevator, and I had to control the elevator, where the
That's
elevator
what I want to
would
pin
go
in the butt,
different
man.
side.
Yeah.
and and if I go, if
I
I
said
didn't,
third floor. I said third floor. Sourblow.
and you control the elevator like not only like up like vertical, also like horizontal. But there's certain
Oh.
places where if you don't react in time, the elevator will take you to a game over.
Oh, dang.
So it's
Yeah, maybe I
it's
need to
pretty
add this
good.
to my backlog. It got a 90 out of 100
Yeah, strongly recommend.
Metascore with how many reviews does it say? Sorry, not Metascore. Sorry, I don't do Metas. Open Critic Score with 56 reviews. That's pretty high.
Yeah, that's pretty good amount of
Yeah, that's pretty high. Wow. Yeah.
scores.
Okay, I'm going to add this to my backlog.
What was the name of that?
Chained Echoes.
Chained Echoes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chained Echoes.
Is this on? What's this on? Everything?
It's on everything, it looks like. Let's
Okay.
see.
And
Nintendo,
then
PlayStation, Xbox, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PC. Pick your poison, doggy.
Well, have
yeah,
you,
and then you have some mechs too that you can play with, like, and that's a different type of like
Chained Echoes.
stuff.
Mm.
Yeah,
I'm getting that. Yep, I'm getting that. Wrote that down. All right.
Yeah, I'm
it is a little bit long. I'll tell you that.
Oh, that's okay.
It's longer than I thought, but it's good.
Adding it to the backlog. All right. So I also picked Threads of Time as my game. Because again, I love that time travel element. I thought this combat looked really good. I'm a little confused as to the art style, which one I'm gonna be in, because it shows this really cool, like almost like a 3D version of what oh, what's that stupid game called from Square? Octopath. There we go. Like a 3D version of Octopath,
Yeah.
right? And because look, it has a more 3D-ish feel.
Yeah.
It's zoomed in, it's zoomed out, and then like
It does,
you do
yeah,
2D, and then here I love this combat, how it has these awesome combos, and I hope the camera does rotate like that. That'd be so cool. So I'm very intrigued by this game. And again, gameplay is king, so I'm going to be holding it to it. So hopefully this gameplay doesn't suck and it delivers. And but I mean, I'm loving the art style and everything I'm seeing in it. I mean, it is so cool to me.
Yeah.
Looking.
Yeah,
What can I say? I'm very interested in it. So yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, to me, that was my favorite game from that showcase.
Oh, okay.
From the
Yeah.
showing, we gotta see what it comes out. It might not end up being good, but
Yeah, and it looks like if you do like ultimate moves here, it switches from pixel style to anime style to show it. So that's
yeah,
kind of cool. But I
Yeah,
mean, look
that's
at these
cool.
graphics. I mean, I get like a whole Octopath Traveler, but in 3D vibe, don't you?
Yep. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And so I'm digging it. I'm 100% digging it. So yes, absolutely loved it. All right, so we already went through our first games. Let's check in with the chat real quick.
Yeah.
Splendifer says, oh, hold on, let me pause this. He says, my power was out when I got off work this morning. Absolutely. That sucks, but I'm glad it's back on and you're watching the show, Splendifer. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Retro Duke says, Sea of Stars, my favorite game of the last decade. Holy cow.
Yeah, it was a good.
It was a good game, though. I'll tell you what, it had one of the best soundtracks of the last decade.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it had a great soundtrack.
Yeah. Earthquake says, Sea of Stars was amazing. Absolutely. Shout out to Back from the Dead. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. We appreciate you. Retro Dude. Oh, well, there's a conversation he's having with someone in the chat. Yeah. I'm going to read it anyway because I like it. He says, yes, Girth, I fully agree. I grew up playing classic 8-bit and 16-bit RPGs. Sea of Stars was the perfect throwback to games like Final Fantasy III and the legendary Lunar and Mana games. Yeah.
Yeah, it was an awesome throwback. Yeah.
It was amazing. All right. Take it away, Sourblow. What's the next game you want to talk to us about?
All right. So I believe the next one is Final Fantasy Pixel Collection.
Okay. Take it away. Tell us about it.
So yeah, I actually it's funny because like I would say like a week ago. I was telling the gang that I'm planning on hopefully like near future playing through all the Final Fantasy again. Because again, like I said, a lot of these games I played back when I was very young, and I don't retain a lot of the stories. I remember liking a lot of them, and
Mhm.
I do remember things here and there, but it would be nice to start from the first one and play the whole collection. And you know, they right there they announced it, so it's pretty cool. I'm thinking I'm kind of like not sure yet because I kind of want to get it on PC to play on my ROG Ally, but at the same time, I think right now there's a better deal on the Xbox
I thought this was a Play
price
Anywhere
wise.
title.
What's that?
Is
I thought
it?
this is a Play Anywhere title, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Play Anywhere.
Yeah, so
Oh,
if you
oh,
buy it on your
sweet,
Xbox,
Yep.
you can
sweet.
download
Oh,
it.
I did
Yeah,
not know that. Okay,
it's Play
Yeah.
Anywhere. Yep.
okay.
Well, you better
Thanks
make
for
sure
telling
though.
me
But
that.
I think it is.
You check for sure, but I've heard from a lot of people that it is. So
Hold on.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's ask Google. The internet's
read.
never lied to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it should say right on in the store description. I would
Yeah.
think
Oh,
so.
you're making me happy right now.
Whoa, come down there. Just kidding. Collection, a Play Anywhere title.
Of course, I have my phone upstairs.
Not only that, but Pixel Remastered will allow you to play the first 6 mainline Final Fantasy widescreen and on the go consistent. Okay, digitally. You know what? Let me just go to the wiki page here. Not the wiki page, but the actual. Maybe the Xbox store will have it.
Yeah, the Xbox store should say Play Anywhere. If it's Play Anywhere, it'll say it on there.
All right, Doggy, look on your. Well, actually, hold on, Doggy. Before you look on your Xbox,
Yeah,
Doggy, Pixel Remaster, take it away.
Okay, yeah. So, man, I ever since I've been an Xbox dude and started getting into the achievements and stuff, I wanted
yeah,
Final Fantasy. Oh, go ahead. Yep.
Oh, sorry to interrupt.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I just confirmed it is Xbox Play Anywhere. So.
Woo! There you go.
Yeah.
Get it on Xbox, baby.
Yeah, and so that means you can take it with your handheld. You can take
Yep.
it, play it on your computer, play it anywhere you want. So yeah, play as you want. So that's even another reason to get the digital version of it.
There you go. Look how happy he is. Look, hold on. This is the face of a man that's happy. Look at him. Look at the joy that Play Anywhere brought to him.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. Sorry, Doggy. Take it away, man.
Yeah, I've always wanted to put these. I loved Final Fantasy 1 on the NES, Final Fantasy 2 on the Super Nintendo. I have played through that game at least 10 times, if not 20. I'm telling you, I played that through so many times. Played it through so many times on the Super Nintendo, iOS. I just spent 62 hours on the Pixel Remaster version on the PS5, PS4 version or whatever for Final Fantasy 4. It is 62 hours playing through it again, trying to get the platinum. I don't know what I missed in it and didn't get it, but whatever. So when I was just hoping they would, because I was going to just buy the rest of these on PlayStation, but I was like, wait, and I was like hoping they would come to Xbox. I get my achievements on there, and then lo and behold, they announced these bad boys. I bought it like. I was up watching. As soon as they announced him, I started looking on Xbox. I'm like, I want to be one of the first people to get it. This and that, And it finally come on there, and it was only $60 for all 6 of it. I was so excited because I would have paid the $75, but I'm cool with the 60. But yeah, I loved Final Fantasy 1, Final Fantasy 2, Final Fantasy 3 on the Super Nintendo was great. I haven't played the actual 2, 3, and 5 as they were labeled in Japan. So there's 3 games on here I've never even played before. My backlog is so huge. I don't even know where to start here. You know what I'm saying? Like, but okay, this collection is great. It's got, you can go with the old music, and that's one of the first things when I got this collection the other day, the first thing I did was fired up Final Fantasy 4 and just started listening. I listened to the battle theme and Castle Damsian and a few the other songs I just love. I love that soundtrack. Just listen to the music because I didn't have time to play. I had to go to work and stuff. But yeah, it has remastered music if you want it. You can go with the old music. Oh, there's the first Final Fantasy theme right there, baby.
Or.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep. So yeah, so you can have remastered. It still keeps the same old pixel graphics, if you will. It still looks old school, which I love that too, because it's still the same game I played. I could keep the old music, the old graphics, and it's the same old game I played.
Even the old
That's what I want.
text.
Yeah, old text and everything. You know what I'm saying? So, but it does have quality life improvements. Like you can have it like on continuous run. It has a nice HUD up in the corner. It has a bestiary. It has quick saves. What else does this have? Oh,
It has my favorite part. I'm going to dig in here. Sorry to interrupt you, doggy. My favorite part about it is that everything in the shops is halved compared to my Nintendo version because I loaded it up. Right?
Yeah.
Everything in the shop is half price, and you can also do double gold or double guild, double XP modifiers in the game.
Well,
so you don't have to grind. It takes the grind out, doggy.
But you still have to grind. You have to grind
Yeah,
to
a little
experience
bit, but not
yourself
a lot,
up.
bro.
Yeah, you
Not
have to
like back
grind
in
to
the day.
experience yourself up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Not like 4 hours around the same castle every day.
Right. Yeah, just walking the same thing. Yeah. But I loved these that I played. The ones that I haven't played, I'm gonna love those too because they're all great. You can play them in any order. That's not like any of the stories carry over. They're all their own separate thing. All I did the other day was get 6 more games of my backlog. Well, more actually, because we'll be talking about more of them here in a little bit. And it started blowing my mind and stuff. But I'm so happy these are on Xbox. And if you're a fan of them from before, you're not going to be disappointed. Like I said, it's got nice quality life improvements, but yeah, it stays faithful enough to it that you're not like, oh man, they switched this and that. So man, I'm just so happy. And yeah, if you want these, get it now because it's still on sale for the next few days for $60 and then $10 a game. If you're into this in this series, these kind of games, you can't beat that. You can't beat it. So, woo, man, I'm so excited! I can't wait to spend another 62 hours in Final Fantasy IV again. And I'm going to get that 1,000 out of 1,000. I'm going to make sure that I find that one hidden item I must have missed. So, man, yes, love it. Sorry,
absolutely.
Can't contain myself.
Get it, doggy, get it. So, you know me, doggy. I bought this game already as well.
Yeah.
But before I bought it, I had to make sure I was getting a good deal because $60 is cool. It's cool and all. Yeah. But this game was released back in 2022 on PC, so I loaded up Steam. I went to Steam. I loaded up the Steam price tracker to see if I was going to get ripped off or if it was better for me to just get it on Steam, right? And no, what do you know? It's the same low price that it's ever been. So these games don't go on sale that much. So that $60 is a good deal. $60, 6 games at least 20 to 25 hours each, at least.
Oh, at least, yeah.
At least. I mean, you're getting 120 hours worth of gameplay. It is phenomenal, guys. Yeah, I loaded up this game. I played it yesterday, last night. I played it today. I have been playing this game for a while. I mean, it is. It just brings back memories,
Yeah.
This pixel remaster, they did such a good job with it. Is it the one thing that kind of sucks is that it doesn't have the extra dungeons from the Game Boy Advance versions that ported over. But other than that, it's fantastic. That's the only downside to it, if I had to mention a downside. But otherwise, I'm loving it, man. And I love that I have Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh, yeah.
Skip 11.
Yeah.
10, 10, 2, 13. No 14.
No
well,
14,
I guess
yeah.
no
Right,
14.
not 14,
15
yeah.
on my Xbox. And all I'm missing is 16 on my Xbox.
Yeah.
I need it, man.
And that'll be eventually. And 16 is a great game. I played that on the PS5.
I need it, man. I need it. So man, I was so excited when I bought it. I already bought it. That's all I'm saying. I already bought it, man.
I was in such a good mood when it was. I even wrote in the DM. I was like, man, I'm in such a good mood today because of these games. So it was such a great start to the day.
So great pick here. So this is both you and Doggy's pick.
Yeah.
Let me catch up with the
and guess what, Axel?
What?
I have it too now.
You just bought it?
Yeah.
I'm on the show spending money.
Right, yeah, you can't beat that. And if you just want a single one, the single ones are on sale too. Like if you just say you wanted the first Final Fantasy, it's like like only $7 or something. It's pretty cheap.
I
So
think it's 10. Yeah.
10 is yeah, okay.
990 something.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So
It
yeah,
doesn't matter,
it's
Doug. I got all of them
10%
for
off, yeah.
60.
Yeah, get if you want more than one, just get the whole thing. Yep.
They should have added Mystic Quest to it.
Oh, I remember
Would've been
Mystic
nice.
Quest.
Oh,
That was
gosh.
cool. Yep.
Yeah.
It was an easier Final Fantasy, but still fun. Still fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. There's like, I don't know, something like 20 Final Fantasy games on Xbox available throughout all the generations. So yeah, this is great.
Yeah, this
Love
works.
it. Love it. Yeah. Team Green, go Team Green. Yeah. Anyways, let's see. Let's check in with the chat real quick. Has anybody played Sword of Vermilion? No, never. No, I have not. Anybody? Sword of Vermilion. Anybody?
Vermilion? It sounds familiar. What was that on?
Sword of, how do you even spell this?
Sega CD game?
Vermilion? Yeah, it's an old game, but because it's not popping up on the newer searches. All right. No, I haven't. Sorry, I haven't.
Yeah, I don't believe I played
Earthquake says, did Visions of Mana release yet? Yeah. Yes.
Did Visions of Mana? Oh, yes,
we'll
it
talk,
did.
We'll talk about it here.
What a
We'll talk about it.
beautiful game. Beautiful game.
Let's see. I thought I read Beads of Time. No. No, that's not what it's called. Let's see. It's called sorry. Wait, so many games here. Pixel, no, Dragon. Threads of Time. Sorry.
Threads of Time.
Definitely interested in these Final Fantasy games. Get him back. Get him fast back. Get him.
Yeah.
Back from the Dead says, I remember Final Fantasy on the Game Boy. Didn't care for it. I didn't play another game till the series till 15, which I really enjoyed. Yeah. 15 Royale is the way to go. My beautiful wife is saying about your smile here, Sourblow. It's kind face happiness. Absolutely. I'm super happy. Are you happy you spent $60?
Yeah, I am. Especially for like 6 games.
Yeah, that's like,
Yeah.
let's see, 6 times, that's about 350, 360 hours of gameplay there.
Yeah,
so
right.
You just got
Yeah.
yourself.
It's
so.
crazy, yeah. Back from the Dead says, can you play Final Fantasy on the can or no cloud? Can you play Final Fantasy on the toilet, like the can? Now,
Yeah, if you have
or no
like
cloud?
a ROG Ally or
So I can
that
stream
stuff,
from
right?
my Xbox because I have it set as my home Xbox, and I can stream it to my phone, which I did last night. So yes, if you own it. So yeah, maybe.
You know what? I played Final Fantasy IV so much, but I have never played it on the can, so I'm gonna have to do that. Out of all the times I played that game, yeah.
Achievement unlocked. That's
Yeah,
what you did unlock that 1,000.
Yeah, that's like
on
a diamond
on the
achievement.
That's why you didn't get that platinum because you didn't go on the can.
I was not dropping a deuce during one of the treasure chest openings, so it didn't count.
That's right. Fastback says just complete Outlaws of Being Quest. It was cool. Absolutely. Let's see.
Yeah,
Fastback,
I'm onto that next year.
1 and 2 on Nintendo, 3 on the DS. Absolutely. Shout out to
Yeah,
Plume Gaming.
great
Thank you
game.
so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Appreciate you. And Roberto C says that was an RPG on the Genesis. I would know it then. Never heard of it though. Sorry about that, Roberto.
I've heard that name. Yeah, I thought it was Sega CD.
Sorry
Okay.
about that.
Genesis.
All right. Here we go. Yeah. All right. So my game now. I've been waiting for this game since it got announced. I was kind of on the fence when it first got announced, but the more I see it, the more I want it. This is by Atlas Metaphor Refantazio. I read Refantazio. Refantazio. And man, it is like playing Persona, but with more medieval setting. And it is my kind of game. I mean, the combat looks great. The animations, of course, from Atlas, they're going to be great. The story is going to be fantastic. This game's probably at least 120 hours. It is.
Ooh.
I mean, it's an Atlas game. It's at least 120 hours if it's anything like the Persona games. And I'm very much looking forward to this game. I mean, look at all this stuff. I mean, I don't know. I just every time I see this game, I want to play it more. I'm ready for it. I know it comes out here soon, so I hope it does well with the people. I mean, look at this. It has the systems in there. I don't know. It just reminds me so much of a Persona, and love those games. There's no reason why I shouldn't love this one. It's gonna be fantastic. I can just feel it. It's gonna be fantastic because it has the same art style, the same combat styles, even the same text styles, text style. So I feel that this is gonna be just Persona in medieval times, and I'm there for it. I'm 100% there for it. Sourblow, Metaphor Refantazio.
Yeah, this looks great, but it's one of the franchise that I kind of like. I haven't jumped into none of the Persona or Shin Megami Tensei. So it's one of the franchise that I'm like, I'm probably gonna have to live without jumping into because my back catalog is so huge right now, and then I have so many other things I'm juggling right now in life. Maybe in the future, or somehow, I can get a little bit more time and I can kind of like run through my back catalog. I do like this style of games. Like I played Scarlet Nexus not too long ago, and I really like that. So I do feel like I would like it, but right now it's like if I play one of these games, I know I'm probably gonna want to play all of them, and I don't know if I have the time.
Well, this is the first one in the Metaphor franchise, so there's no previous Metaphor
But
that I'm
there's
aware of.
no connection because I know there's like Shin Megami Tensei.
Well, I mean, it's
Doesn't
in the
it?
Shin Megami Tensei. It's Shin Megami Tensei. Like Persona is a spin-off of Shin Megami Tensei.
Okay,
So
but this has nothing to do with them.
I don't think so. Other than being in the same house, maybe in the same universe, but I don't think so.
Okay.
Let me see. Is Metaphor a sequel?
No, I don't think it's a sequel, but I think it could be in the same like universe or so.
So Metaphor Refantazio is not a direct sequel to any previous game. It is a new JRPG developed by Atlas and Studio Zero, known for their work on the Persona series. While it shares some thematic and stylish elements with the Persona games, it is set in a completely new universe with its own unique story and characters. There you go. First one in the
Okay.
series, 120 hours.
All right,
Booyah.
interesting.
There you go.
Yeah, for me, it's probably if it's 120, it'd probably be like 200. I spend so much time like just roaming around, talking
Yeah.
to NPCs and doing nonsense.
Yeah, if there's a romance option, I'm taking it. And then if there's 2 romance options, I'm taking them. If there's 3, I'm taking them. Like, I don't know why. I just do. Doggy, Metaphor Refantazio.
I have absolutely no interest in this game. I just like I don't care about like the Persona games. Like none of these Atlas games I've really ever gotten into. So I don't know why. These don't interest me at all.
Hey.
So I'm not gonna make excuses. It just doesn't interest me.
It doesn't speak to you, man.
Yeah,
it doesn't speak to you. It's all right.
That's because I'm a JRPG fraud, like Eternal Shaddai says.
I know you're frauding. You're frauding. Let's see. So Eternal Shaddai, shout out to you. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, here comes at Doggy Dog being blasphemous. Absolutely. And shout out to Lady Luna. Thank you so much for being here. You are also the real MVP. She is my mom. Thank you so much for supporting me. Appreciate you. Seems what I mean. He is a fraud.
See,
fraud. Double fraud. I got the double fraud.
I wouldn't.
If
I wouldn't
this
have
was your
it any other
game,
way.
it would say Doggy Dog. Double fraud. Refraudtazio.
Refraud.
Fraudtazio.
Yeah. Refraudzio. Yeah.
Refraudzio.
Dogafor. Refraudzio.
Dogafor Refraudzio. Hold on. Let me fix this. Hold on. Hold on. Let me do this.
Yeah,
Edit name.
My name's gonna be now.
Hold on. What is it? Dog. Hold on. Dog.
Doggy 4 or Dogafor.
Dog 4. Fraud. What did you say? Refraudzio?
Fraudzio, yeah. Refraudzio.
Fraudzio.
I like that. That's a cool little name, really.
There you go. Oh yeah, speak
Game
to
of
the
the year.
people there. Dog4 Refraudzio.
Game of the year contender, man. Unlike these Atlas games, which just stink. They're nothing. They're nothing. Xbox, you should talk to me, and we'll get my game in Game Pass, and everybody can enjoy it.
There you go. Get you some Dog4 Refraudzio.
Yeah, Dog4 Refraudzio.
All right, sorry. We get sidetracked every now and again here. All right, moving on. All right, let's see. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Woo. All right. Sourblow, take it away. What's the next game you want to talk to us about? Actually, you know what? Let me just play the trailer. You talk to us about Trials.
Oh yeah. Well, not only Trials, like the whole
Legend, Legend,
yeah. Uh, I would say Secret of Mana was the game that got me into this franchise. I remember playing it with my brother, and since I was a huge fan of RPG, and I believe, well, at least that was the first like RPG that I was able to play like kind of like co-op and stuff. So I thought that was pretty cool that I got to play with my brother, and we really got into the franchise more because of that, because it gave us that option where we could play together. And
Mhm.
it's pretty good that these games are coming to Xbox, and I am looking forward to playing what's the latest one,
Visions of Mana.
Visions,
Visions
yeah.
of Mana. I always
Oh
get confused. Yeah,
man, do not miss
yeah.
that. Don't miss that. Oh my gosh.
All right. Yeah, it came out already, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you're playing it.
I already beat it. Yeah,
Oh, nice. Okay.
60 hours, and I'm not even one. I don't even want to be done playing it. Like there's still stuff I can do, and I don't want to go back. It's so good. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Nice. No, that's all I wanted to say. Like,
Oh,
yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Doggy, talk to us about Visions of Mana and Trials of Mana.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, to start off, yeah, Visions of Mana, the one that just came out, that was so awesome. I was so happy that came to Xbox, but I know this has nothing to do with these. I see somebody else in the chat ask if Vision Man is out. Visions of Mana is an instant classic, at least in my book. If you loved Secret of Mana, that is that. I mean, it's so good. The characters are great. The music's great. Like the music that just stays in your head all day. I said I played it for 60 hours, and I could play it for another 60 and still love it. Like this one of the games you go back through again. It was so good. Okay, so like Sourblow was saying, I remember Final Fantasy Adventure on the Game Boy. That was like the first Mana game. Actually, really, that game was great. Secret of Mana. Oh man, anybody that's played that game loved that. And Sourblow brought that up, and I forgot about that. Yeah, you could. I love playing that with my brother because you could have up to 3 people playing.
Yeah.
That was so cool. Secret of Mana was so fun. And yeah, I never got to play any more Mana games until Visions, because they were all on systems I didn't have, or I just kind of wasn't playing RPGs at the time or whatever. I was thinking about getting some of these for PlayStation, this Legend and this Trials, but luckily these are coming to Xbox too. My backlog, my head was just blown off by all these RPGs coming all in one day. These are both on Game Pass. So I got to play these too, baby. Like I got them downloaded. I don't know where to start. I don't know if to play the Pixel remasters first. I want to play Legend of Mana. Do I play Trials of Mana? I think Trials of Mana came out first
Today.
Yeah, but I think it came out first in the history of the game. I think
it did. It did. Yeah, Trials
and
is
the other
first.
was like 99. Yeah. So I'll go with that one first. Trials of Mana. When I see this trailer here, some of these characters and some of these little guys and stuff, like that little cactus dude and stuff, those guys are in Visions of Mana. So it kind of speaks to me as well. Like even the art style kind of looks the same. It just looks like the continuation of that game, but of course it's going to be a different story and stuff. I can't wait to play this, man. This is so great. I was so surprised by this announcement. I was not expecting Trials of Mana or Legend of Mana or any Mana game to come, or these to come to Xbox. I'll take this over even Final Fantasy 16. This was a better surprise to me because these are something I haven't played before, but I wanted to play, and I know they're going to be good because I haven't played a trash Mana game yet, and these are going to be good. I can't wait to play them. Like I said, I don't know where I'm going to get all the time to play these because this isn't a short game, and Legend isn't a short game. So anyway, I'll be quiet about it. But what a great announcement! And props to Xbox for getting these to come over here, and I hopefully a lot of people try these out and enjoy them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love that these came to Game Pass. Thanks to Doggy, I'm starting to get into the Mana series now. Thanks a lot, Doggy. Thanks a lot.
Hey man,
just adding to my backlog here.
You'll take me later. Yeah.
But I really cannot wait to try these. I'm looking forward to them, and of course I want to play that new Visions as well.
Oh my gosh, love it.
Yes, definitely want to play.
Gonna be one of my games of the year already. Just letting everybody.
Just letting everybody know.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of my games of the year.
But you want to know what the real game of the year is going to be, Doggy?
What's that?
Hold on, I'm getting it right now.
Ooh.
Give me a second.
Mhm.
Oh
Get a
my
little
gosh, that is
unveiling.
not what I meant to
Oh,
hit.
I know what you're bringing.
Oh my gosh.
I think I have an idea.
Here we go. Come on, do what I want you to do. Here we go.
It's the one with the cool
Boom!
music. Oh,
Oh,
Doggo 4
nice.
Refrozio is coming out here soon.
Yeah.
Be sure to get your copy.
It looks like it hasn't been rated by the ESRB yet, so you know
Nope.
it might be. It might not be out next year, but it
What do you think of
Pre-order.
your cover art, Doggy?
I love it. I think it looks great. I think I'm represented well. Look like a pretty nasty character, if you will.
Yeah.
Don't mess with me.
Doggo
If you
4
know
Refrozio.
what's good for you. Yeah.
Coming to Xbox Game Pass soon.
Don't mess with the fraud, baby.
is that Eternal Shaddai on his left?
Yeah.
I dibs this guy over here.
That one.
I totally 100% dibs this guy right here. He looks awesome.
I love that. That is that's awesome. You got to save that.
Yeah. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I just
Pre-order now. Wish list
Pre-order
now.
now.
Wish list now.
Good Quick says I want to play Smash Bros with Judge Judy. Wow.
Nice.
All right. Nice. All right. So the game that I want to talk about here, other than Doggo 4 Refrozio, is none other than oh gosh, I'm gonna butcher this game. Soda Kid 1 and 2 remastered. Of course, you know I've been looking forward to this, Doggy.
Yeah.
It is a tactical RPG, which I totally love, in the Soda Kid universe. And both 1 and 2 are coming here for a new generation to experience. Everybody 100% should get this. I mean, look how good it is looking. Oh my gosh, look at this. The original, the remaster, they're keeping the nice art style, just adding it, making it just a little bit, giving it that little extra,
bit.
you know.
Yeah, you don't want to add too much.
pizzazz.
Exactly. Yeah.
You
Don't
know,
add too much.
putting a little
Right.
MSG on it, you know, adding some flavor.
MSG.
But look, it still has the good combat here. It is a tactical RPG, so if you're not into tactical RPGs, this might not be you. But you know me, Doggy, I love my tactical RPGs a lot, like a lot. So yeah, this game is just speaking to me, and it's in the Soda Kid universe. And yeah, I don't know what else to say that I haven't already said in previous shows, other than the magic looks even better than before. And of course, it's from the good old Konami back in the day. You know, maybe the Konami code will work on this. You never know. Sourblow, coming March 6th. Suikoden 1 and 2 HD remaster. Have you heard of these?
I heard of them, but I never gotten interested into them. And I heard great things about them, but never tried them. And I don't know, it doesn't really grab my attention, to be honest.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
Not every game's gonna be for everybody.
Yeah.
Doggy, Suikoden. Hold on. Yes. Okay.
Suikoden 1 and 2 remaster.
Hold on. I'm trying to find the cover here. Here we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Suikoden 1 and 2 HD remaster. Great Rune and Duna Unification Wars. Are you gonna unify?
Well, I mean, I'll probably be busy playing Doggo 4, Refraud, Ulent or whatever.
Refrozio, yeah.
Refrozio, you know, so that's coming out about the same time, I believe. So I'm afraid, like, I might have to leave this one. No, these look cool, and we've looked at these before. We might have talked about on one of the shows.
Yeah, I did. I have already talked about it.
So they look cool. But I didn't know they were strategy.
Oh, you did it?
Yes. So I mean, that takes my interest down on them a little bit. But
boo!
I mean,
That's why you're the free Refrozio.
I used to like some. Yeah. See, I used to like some tactical RPGs, if you will, back in the day. So who knows? Maybe I'll try this out if it on sale or something. And because you got 2 games, I think it's only $25 for the 2 games. So if you hit this up on a sale, I mean, it's going to be a good deal. I mean, it's already a good deal. So who knows? I might try this out. But it's not going to be the first thing I try out, but it still looks good. And it's so awesome to see all these old RPGs coming back and being remastered for people to enjoy. Because, I'm a sucker for a good RPG, even though I'm a fraud. So, yeah.
Look at this fraud. All right, guys. So that's going to do it for the Xbox Tokyo Game Show, Tokyo Game Show broadcast. That's what it was called. So Sourblow, how would you rate it? The
All right,
broadcast.
I got some fire at our shows
Hold on. Do we need to rename
Oh,
you
so
for
too?
this, but
Do
fire.
we need to rename you and
yeah.
make you a cover art here?
But even though there was a lot of games I am interested in the showcase,
Yeah.
but I gotta give it a D. I don't think
A
it was
D.
a very
Ouch.
a D. I
A
don't think it
D.
was a very strong showcase. It was more like, we saw some nostalgic game, but there wasn't really like anything like, as showcase. Mostly you want to see newer stuff and all that, and these other games, as I do want to play them and all, but they could have even been like blog posts or whatever, like posters or something like that, I feel like. So as a showcase, I give it a D.
As a show, as a broadcast, you give it a D.
Yes.
All right. Doggy, what do you give the broadcast?
Yeah. I mean, I see Sourblow's point. I see that. I mean, they didn't really show anything that was mind blowing or nothing totally new that was, to the Western audience for sure. But I'm gonna have to fanboy out here a little bit
Do it.
because what you did was you gave me the Final Fantasy Pixel remasters, right? All right, so you gave me those, and there isn't one game I wanted more on Xbox. Like there was an old school game than Final Fantasy IV to be on my Xbox, so I could try and get 1,000 out of 1,000 on it, and finally feel vindicated and feel like, yes, I finally did everything there was to do in that game. So that was great. The Mana games were a super surprise for me. So I love that. But I'm not going to be unrealistic about it. Because of those, I'll give it a B. I mean, I can't give it an A. I wanted to just because of those two games, but I'll give it a B. I mean, they did some cool stuff with the Indiana Jones, and they showed well. They still, I give Xbox credit because their shows are getting so much better, aren't they? Aren't they just better than they were like?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like
definitely.
from years ago, they were just there's trash, So there's the presentation's getting better. I know I'm probably giving it a higher rating than probably most would, but like I said, you put those Square games in there, and it just I turned into a happy little kid again. I text Axel. I was like, man, I'm so happy this morning from all these games.
You were.
And I was like, man, I don't even know what to play next. So, but anyway, I'll quit rambling on. I'll give it a B. Great show, but I could see where I could see any score, understand. But I'm just fanboying out because of the RPGs.
Yeah, I would give it a B as well because, I mean, it had a lot in there. It had StarCraft in there.
Oh yeah.
I forgot about StarCraft.
Yeah, it had StarCraft in there. It had, I'm gonna play literally after this podcast. I'm gonna play Age of Mythology Retold, and they already announced the DLC coming to Age of Mythology 100%. I'm gonna play that one. They had oh gosh, what else did they have? They had that rolling one. What's it called?
I know what you're talking about. You're showing me that one. Oh
Jesus!
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, where everything gets rolling.
Katamari.
Roll or
re-roll.
Yeah. And I had that cooperative game with the Tetris blocks or whatever.
Yeah. And don't forget, way better than Death Stranding. If you really want to play a FedEx simulator, you got Tanuki Pawn Summer.
Oh yeah, that's right.
What was that game too with the funny music?
I thought that was
that. It was very. Oh, it was that one. Okay, it was very like colorful and stuff.
I have no idea which one you're talking about with the funny music.
Yeah, it was.
I need more than that.
It sounded like the music was done by like a voice actor, like he was humming and all that, but it was like
that was that. Yeah, it was all do. That was that.
The Tetris one.
With the Tetris blocks. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, the Tetris block one. Yeah.
Something about help.
Help wanted or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They had I was telling Doggy that Altair Yumiya looked really good. But it's a crafting game, and just like Doggy doesn't like his tactical RPGs, I don't like my crafting games.
And I don't like crafting games either.
Yeah, so
I'd
you
rather
know,
play the tactical RPG.
but it looks good. Up until I knew that it was crafting, I was in. Once I found out it was crafting, I'm like, I'm out. I'm out. I wish it wasn't like. It's called All You Need Is Help. That game is called All You Need Is Help. So yeah, I think I'm giving it a solid B. Because the first party that was there is already stuff we've seen. Other than the Age of Mythology, the DLC was new, but other than that, I feel like the Xbox like loaded their gun and shot it all at the June showcase, and so everything else is just little updates from here on out. And I'm okay with that. So yeah, we'll see. So yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for that. But before we get out of here, we had a poll in the chat. Dougie, how does the chat feel about the Xbox Tokyo Game Show broadcast?
Let's see, we got B, 44%. We got A, 33%. And C and D are both 11%. So,
a little bit all over the place, which is great.
Yeah,
which is great. But Sourblow, let the chat know where they can find you, man.
Oh, all right. Well, you can find me Wednesday at Xbox International Podcast, together with Crazy Lou, Silent Cipher, The Big Plume. Like Axel said, we have a podcast. It's theme around a game in flight. It's like you get on a flight.
It's super awesome.
Yeah, we have fun there. Sometimes Friday, I do jump in and help the guys at Xbox International en Español. So if you speak Spanish, still watch iconic video games on Friday, but maybe the next day you can watch on rewatch. You can join and watch those guys there. They're trying to get to 500, so they're pretty close, and it'll be cool if they can reach 500 soon. And then other than that, Xbox Sourblow 18, Twitter Sourblow 18, and then I am working on something on the side. Hopefully soon I will announce it, but not yet. Still got to work more on that.
There you go. OnlyFans Sourblow 18. All right, guys. Yeah, be sure to check it out. I put his links in the chat, so be sure the link to the Xbox International Podcast is there. The link to his Twitter is in there. So be sure to check it out, guys. And shout out to Sourblow. Thank you so much for helping us today, man.
Oh, yeah, appreciate you guys for inviting me. And sorry for the inconvenience. I have my son.
Wasn't anything at all, man.
It really wasn't an inconvenience, man. We are not a professional podcast. We're just here for having fun, man.
Absolutely. Yep. Wasn't a problem at all. Thank you for joining us. Yeah.
And thank you for being here. Before we get out, let's check in one last time with the chat. Richard Dude says, Xbox Tokyo Game Show was a B-. It's still great for Xbox RPG fans. Absolutely.
Right.
I said D because I think Xbox did what they set out to do at Tokyo Game Show. It was for the RPG crowd. People was expecting Final Fat 16 announced. Yeah, I would have lost it right there, man. So yeah, absolutely, guys. And Splendid First, Eternal Heads. There you go. And so yeah, guys, be sure. With that being said, guys, we're going to get out of here. But before we go, we wouldn't be able to do this podcast without you guys, the chat. And that's why you guys, the chat, will always be the MVP to any of the shows here on the Iconic Video Games channel. And with that being said, we are going to get out of here. I'm Axel1324.
I'm Doggy for Refrodzia.
And we'll catch you guys next week. Bye, everybody.